Hello, 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 and welcome to the show called One Step. We are live. Now, this is a new addition to the show called One Step, where I try to go live at least once per day. As to the time, I'm still trying to work that part out. So for now, you will randomly see me pop up during the day because I'm still not sure what time of the day I want to start going live and make it consistent. It's difficult to have a specific time. So I want to hear from you, my viewers. What time would be an ideal time to go live? So depending on my listeners, depending on my viewers, depending on my supporters, I want to hear from you. Now, for those who don't know, my name is Joel Bennett. This show is called One Step. Let's talk about the journey. This section of the show is designed to connect with you, my listeners, with you, my audience. But guess what? I have to build this section on my roots. So on my live shows, you will see me sharing news reports about Jamaica, the beautiful island Jamaica. But at the same time, I won't leave out the rest of the world. I will include other international news from all over the world. But I must make it clear that the foundation will be built on the beautiful island Jamaica, where I connect with my countrymen and women and build on that system, build on that foundation. Again, not negating the rest of the world, but I need to make sure that I give support to my country and my people. I am currently living in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. I am Canadian citizen. So somebody taught me this new word, Jacadian. Shout out to Kenisha Badu. I need to give you a call. I need to check on you. Because you have been one of my inspirations also. So again, shout out to Kenisha Badu. I think she's somewhere in Yellowknife. So again, the show is called One Step. My name is Joel Bennett. On this show, we talk about the journey. I also have a YouTube channel. Please, I'm asking, give your support. Like, subscribe. Help me to build this platform. So you can find me on YouTube as One Step _ Joel Bennett. I have that banner here somewhere. Let me see if I can find it here and put it up. There it is. There it is. You can find me on YouTube. One Step _ Joel Bennett. Please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, because it's literally the only way this show, this content can be spread, can grow, because YouTube algorithm need to know if people are interested in me. And I do hope people are interested in me and that they are watching this program. Shout out to all the massive on Facebook. I've added Facebook to the live stream because I don't want to leave anyone out, and I want to connect with everyone. So Facebook has been one of my major supporters. All my friends there, all my connections there. So making this also a link to Facebook too as well. So shout out to all the people, all the friends. Again, the show is called One Step. So what do I have right now? I have some sad news. And I'm sure that some people might be aware of this already. But nevertheless, you know, this very art person is a part of the Jamaican culture. And unfortunately, he has died. It's a part of life. We age. You know, I think the most important thing is that we make our mark on this country, in this world, before we leave it. And possibly leave it a little bit better than it was before. I honestly think that's one of the main purposes, or I think it's the top purpose. I think it should be a purpose for every human being that passes through this world. Leave it a little bit better than it was before. Because the world is changing and it's changing and yet it remains the same. I know it sounds like a contradictory term, but it is what it is. But we still need to do what we can. So Ibo Cooper, Third World's Ibo Cooper has died. Let's see what they have here. Let's read this. Foundation member and one of the leading architects behind the global success of the Third World reggae band, Michael Ibo Cooper, has died. He passed away on Thursday at the age of 71. He was also a member of the Inner Circle, a popular band in the 1970s when music was so thrilling, so pure. And I'm not saying it isn't now, but there is something special about those olden artists, olden music. But it was with Third World that Cooper and the band gained international recognition. It was Third World who staged the highly successful series of shows titled Explanitations. I did not know that. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. If I'm wrong, somebody correct me. I don't mind being corrected. I feel like I have that word wrong, but who knows? So, after leaving Third World, Ibo joined the staff of the Edna Manley School of the Visual Arts in the music department. You know, I wanted to go to that school because I had this huge desire to, you know, be an actor, performer. I feel like that's a part of me. Charles Campbell, a close friend of Cooper, who also assisted with the many of the Third World shows, said the passing of Cooper is a major loss to the Jamaican music fraternity, and that is very true. But time respects no one. It goes. We all will age, and we all will leave this world one day. Ibo represented all the talent and aspirations of a true professional musician. Many people would not know that many of the country's gifted musicians came under the guidance of Cooper. That is true also. His passing is untimely, and he must be honored for the major role he played in development of Jamaica's music. Again, very true. Sleep well, my friend. Campbell told Loop News on Thursday night. So the great Ibo Cooper gave up the ghost. The article didn't say what was the cause, but I'm sure that's kind of probably personal. The family want to keep that one. Can be anything. The show is called One Step. My name is Joel Bennett. This is an addition to my channel. Let me make this. I probably should have made this a little bit bigger. Let's switch it up here. No, not that one. That's the one I'm looking for. So my head is going to be a little bit smaller. It's not small. My head is big. So Ibo Cooper has passed. The show is called One Step. My name is Joel Bennett. You can also find me on... Oh, it's there still. Let me move it. You can find me on YouTube as One Step _ Joel Bennett. Give your like and support my people. I need help to build this channel. I I have so many plans. I have so many plans when it comes to this channel. Shout out to all Facebook people. Big shout out to Preddy's Angel. You know, I can't leave her out there. So always make some nice when it comes to Angel. You know what I mean? Listen, I have role models, man. When I make noise about these people, it's because there are things about them that I respect. Shout out to Black Business Edmonton. You guys, I had an amazing interview with this very passionate individual that I call friend. This Virgin is trying to do something great for Edmonton, for the Black community to be specific. And he has my support. We did an interview. It's there on my channel. It's called How to Build a Black Ecosystem. So have a watch, you know, be inspired, because we all need some inspiration. We need good, positive. We need to see people trying to change the world, man, and also trying to uplift the Black community too, because we need it. We need it worldwide. It's not just in Canada. It's all over. Black people need to be encouraged. Let's see what Mr. Oldness has to say here. So for those who don't know, Andrew Oldness is the Prime Minister of Jamaica, our leader. And it doesn't matter, you know, what people's opinions are. We still have to support our leaders. Pray for our leaders. Even if we think they're not doing a good job, we still have to put them before God. And, you know, get the blessings and the direction that they need to lead the country. So let's see what Mr. Oldness. Mr. Oldness pledged that Jamaica will never go back to addiction, to borrowing. Okay, Mr. Oldness, let me hear what you have to say. Hold on, let me make this big. You know, I want to make sure that you guys are seeing this. Let me just make sure this is made huge. Okay, let's see what Mr. Oldness have to say here. Turn on the music. It's my favorite music and I love it so much. It lifts me, it motivates me. But let me turn on the volume a bit so we can hear the news and not miss anything. Okay, there you go. Now let's hear what Mr. Oldness has to say.
The brand of Jamaica is in the process of expanding and transforming in an area in which we were not known for. And that is the area of management of the economy, fiscal management of the economy, monetary management of the economy, economic growth. These are not areas for which we were known. But Jamaica ended up on the brink of a crisis about 15 years ago, coming out of the last global recession in 2008, 2009, thereabouts. And we had to make some tough decisions about how we were going to rescue our economy. And that's around what is called fiscal discipline. And just very quickly to explain what the fiscal discipline is, it's the management of the public finances, how you raise taxes and how you spend it. That budgeting process, we call that fiscal matters. And the discipline, which is to ensure that you don't spend what you don't have. And that's a part of the Jamaican household ethic. We don't like borrow, but somehow the government didn't get that discipline for many years. In 2008, 2009, we started the process of correcting this, putting in place laws and strong policies to manage our fiscal affairs, revenues that we collect in taxes and how we spend it, to get closer to managing the deficit, the difference between the revenues and what we spend. And we ensured that even when there was a change in government, that this fiscal management became rooted in our public administration and became part of our public management culture. So right now, we have put in place very strong institutions to make sure that Jamaica does not go back to this addiction to borrowing.
Mr. Holness, let me fix this up so I can make some noise here. Mr. Holness, what do you mean by Jamaican leaders and the politician, all the politicians did not know what fiscal literacy? Listen to me, man. So all these years, when the country has been borrowing from IMF and China and God knows who else, nobody did not teach you guys that you need to be more wise with who you sell to and who you invest with and who you partner with and how much money you spend and what budget. What kind of, listen to me, man. Oh my Lord. So let me behave. This is online. Let me behave because I'm in the public space, so I need to behave. Well, I'm glad that you guys finally figure it out. I really am. I know about sometimes some people are late bloomers, but I'm glad that you guys figured it out and you are now financially inclined to what fiscal policies are. My gosh. The show is called One Step. Let's talk about the journey. So the government is going to start doing a better job when it comes to spending. I'm happy to hear that. Let me just say that first of all. And things will be a little bit different, they won't tax the people to make money, but they will use the money that they have and budget it in a more wiser manner to grow the country's economy, which is good. Let me just say that. Can't bash anyone for being a late start. The show is called One Step. Let's talk about the journey. Making my connections back to the homeland. Sharing some of the news as to how I can improve in terms of when I should go live, what news reports you guys want to hear, sports, entertainment, anything. Put it in the comment section when you find this script. I need constructive criticism, even for myself too. Is my audio good? Am I too low? What can I do better? I need your support, because for now I'm just gonna do what I think you want to hear. Share what I think you want to hear. We should give good information, make the connection with Jamaica, bring back this nostalgic feeling, for those that are not in Jamaica, that is. Because sometimes when you see the news, it just brings back some memories, some feel-good memories, because home is home. Jamaica will always be home. But I am a Acadian, meaning I'm Canadian and I'm Jamaican too as well. Shout out to Kenny. Miss Badu. Gosh, I miss your energy. I hope this message finds you. I really do. JC Hutchinson proposed bypass for Holland Bamboo. Listen, if you have been on, let's say, a vacation trip to Jamaica, or you go back for vacation if you're not Jamaican, and you drive through this bamboo path, it is beautiful. You won't get a better feeling just driving through this section. You won't. There's something about trees and human being. When we connect with nature, when we're that close to nature, it makes you feel so alive. The greenery, the pasture, Let's see what Mr. Hutchinson is saying here. Mr. Hutchinson proposed bypass for Alan Bambo. I'm guessing there might be some reasons for this, but let's read the stories. Hey, criticize me on my reading too. If I'm reading too fast, if my reading is terrible, if I need to go read more and get my communication skills improved, I want to hear that too. It's okay. Or am I going to improve if I don't hear? Member of Parliament for St. Elizabeth Northwestern, the Jamaica Labour Party's J.C. Hutchinson is proposing that a bypass road to be built for the world-famous Alan Bambo, which he said would boost tourism activity in the area. But if you bypass it, how is it going to boost tourism? Okay, let me finish read before I start to judge here. Hutchinson made his proposal known during his recent contribution to the 2022-2023 State of Constituency debate in the House of Representatives. He pointed out that extensive work was currently underway to rehabilitate and re-establish bamboo plants in the popular Alan Bambo Avenue, but expressed concerns about the continued destruction of the plants. So is it people are messing with the plants? And you think that you need to bypass that section there? Maybe structure the bamboos a little bit better, and put up some fences. But the attraction is so beautiful. I'm not sure if it's a good idea to change that pathway, because trust me, it's the scenery that tourists want to see. I want to be a part of. I hope I'm comprehending this idea the way I should, because I'm get bypass meaning not going to use that section. I'm sure that's what that's what that means. Let me get into the rest of the story here. I don't know why I go mess with this page. Where is it? Let's go back. Okay. The emission of fumes from the vehicle plying the route is one of the main causes for the destruction of some of the bamboo. Okay, that makes sense. But how do they know that the vehicle emissions are? I see where that's possible. I am requesting that an overhead bypass be constructed, starting at the entrance of Bambo Avenue from the Lacovia end and extending across the Holland property to the end a little beyond the middle part. Okay, so it's not going to totally cut out the attraction. It's just to avoid the vehicular interaction with the plants. Okay, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. He also mentioned several projects that his constituency is proposing to be implemented, which he said would greatly improve the lives of constituents and, by the extension, positively impacting the development of our nation's economy. Okay, that's a good idea. Oh, you see why you can't judge before you get facts. So that's a good idea. And I can imagine, because there are homes close to that area also, and all the vehicle activity must be noisy, causing some nuisance and the smoke. So that makes a lot of sense. Hutchinson said the bypass road would also provide a great opportunity for more locals and tourists to enjoy Bambo Avenue. Okay, well done. That's a good idea. But again, this place, man, when you pass here, if you have never been to Jamaica and you plan to go back for vacation, get a tour to this section. You will never see anything more beautiful. You will never see anything more beautiful. Gosh, I'm overdue a vacation, Overdue a vacation. hoping to go home here next year sometime. Shout out to all my Jamaican people. If you are here, if you're on YouTube, if you're even on Facebook, give me some constructive criticism. Hit the like button. Subscribe to my channel to support. The show is called One Step. Let's talk about the journey. This section of the show is live streaming, getting into news feeds, news reports for Jamaica and the rest of the world. I want to use this platform to connect with my Jamaican brethren, my Jamaican sisters, and just keep the relationship going. I don't want to give anyone the idea that what I'm building does not include Jamaica or Jamaicans. That wouldn't be true. It's laying down the blocks. It's reassessing the blueprint as I go along, seeing what I can do to add to the show, bring value to my listeners, and make. Listen, I want to build an ecosystem. Do you know what I mean by that? I want to build a community where you can come, you can find anything you need. If you want to learn about investing, if you want to learn about real estate, if you want to, you want to get some encouragement related to life, the journey part of the show is making reference to life's journey. And we all are going through, we all have different journeys. We have been on different journeys. And so I bring people on to share their story. So far, I've had some very wonderful interviews. Shout out to Yannick Green Ricketts. If you all want to learn about immigration, if you are interested in going to school overseas, that's Yannick Green Ricketts. And if people want to know more about that, there is the script is there for me, with me and Yannick, talking about our business, our journey. And also there's a tutorial on my channel as well. If you want to learn more about immigration, if you want to learn more about going to school overseas, if you have questions, I can get Yannick on the show right now if it's needed. And like I said, there are links there to her website too. If you want to connect with her, get some information in relation to immigration. You want to travel overseas, you want to go to school in the US, in Canada, and I think there is some other countries there too as well. Yannick, big up yourself. Hope you're doing well. Guys, listen, when I tell you, this is going to, I haven't scratched the surface yet. But what I don't want to rob myself of is the journey. I want to enjoy this. Even before it turns into anything, I want to enjoy it. I want to enjoy the people that I meet, the conversations that we have, the education that I am getting. My gosh. It's a blessing, man. I'm telling you, it is a blessing. When God gave me this purpose, I had sleepless nights because the ideas and the plans were just all flooding my brain. I couldn't sleep. Even now, I'm still trying to learn how to steady my mind, to steady my heart, because I feel like sometimes I can't. It's hard to contain the passion, the fire that I have inside for what I want to do here, for what I'm doing here. It's been fun, man. It's been fun. 220 small farmers to take up plots at Holland Bamboo. Well, a lot of things going on in Holland Bamboo here, man. Listen, I like hearing about farming. I like when Jamaican people, get back to the roots of farming, because I tell you this, the food that we're getting from all over the rest of the world, it's killing us. I'm not even prettying it up. It's killing us. So when you can farm and eat what you grow and export, good, clean stuff that was not grown in a lab, I hope this project turns into something. Let's hear what the story is about. 220 farmers to take up plots at Holland Bamboo. Let's hear what this is about now. Production from the farm will facilitate the reintroduction and strengthening of breakfast and lunch programs in a number of schools in St. Elizabeth. Man, I feel so proud to hear that. No imports. Jamaicans, we should eat what we grow. Shouldn't buy anything from China. Shout out to China. Shout out to China. You know what I mean. Minister without portfolio in the Ministry of Industry, Commerce, Agriculture and Fisheries, J.C. Hutchinson, said approximately 220 farmers will be cultivating plots on the 2,400 acre of farms to be established at Holland Estate in St. Elizabeth. Hey, listen, my mother is from St. Elizabeth, so shout out to all people of St. Elizabeth. My mom is from St. Elizabeth. Shout out to mommy. I hope you're watching. I tell you to watch and pick up your son. Minister Hutchinson said the property will be officially handed over on Monday, June 3rd. He said that, yeah, this probably happened already. This is old news, but still good information. He said that acquisition of the property is another step in the government's commitment to getting lands in the hands of farmers in order to boost agricultural production. That's good, man. I like hearing these stuff. He said that productions from the farm will facilitate the reintroduction and strengthening of breakfast and lunch programs in a number of schools in St. Elizabeth. That's good. Love that. Love that. Love that. Love that. Love that. Love that. The show is called One Step. Oh, I'm still there. I'm still learning how to do this thing. Forgive me. The banners and all these things, I have to be throwing them up while I go along. But it's fun. It's fun learning as you go along, man. It is fun learning as you go along. Hey, I had an awesome interview with the author of the book Jamaica in 60 Letters last night. Shout out to Ezekiel Bolton, my brother, fellow alumni, Norman Manley High School. Shout out to all Manleyites. You saw many things you guys are learning about me today. So many things. But I have to give support to my brethren. We're all trying to do some stuff with our life here. And to know that one of my colleagues is writing his own book. Shout out to Erica Burnett. Listen, I'm missing. I've met so many wonderful people. Author of the book An Immigrant's Odyssey, Steps and Strategies to Plan Ahead. Erica, I still remember. I best not to mess up here. I still remember, Erica. Steps and Son, Immigrants Odyssey to Canada, Steps and Strategies to Plan Ahead. So guys, if you want to see that interview, go to my YouTube channel, like, subscribe, share, and hear Erica's story. She's also Jamaican, and she wrote a beautiful book on the journey to immigration. So many great people I've been connecting with. Feel special. Feel super special. Let me open the comment section here. I'm new to StreamYard, but I'm just trying to. Oh, I don't have any comment. Nobody's not talking to me right now. But it's all good. It's all good. They're probably at work. I'm on my days off. But I want to hear from you, man. I want to hear from my viewers. I want to hear from my audience. I want to connect. I know it's going to be a slow process, but I'm going to enjoy the journey. The process is fun, so the journey is fun. See what we have here. See what's going on with between Israel and Palestine there. That war that is going on, you people need to keep a close eye, because I tell you, I really do hope we're not on another, path to another world war. That's not gonna be good for the world. Not gonna be good for the world. All right, so before I do that, I wanna you guys know about Will and Jada Smith, right? I wanna watch this video here. Let's watch this video here. And then I'm gonna tell you guys something. Watch this video here. So it's called One Step. Let's talk about the journey. My name is Joel Bennett. Let's see what Jada has to say here. So let's get into a little bit of entertainment here. Before I do that, let me turn down this volume. You know, when I'm gonna stream videos, I need to turn down my motivation song. Listen, my spirit like it. So let's hear what's going on here. See what Jada.
You know, I had to really think about like why it was my friend telling me that I needed to write a book. And one day I got it. I was like, oh man, my journey from, you know, feeling unlovable to lovable, my lack of self-worth. I was like, okay, that's a worthy story. But to be honest, I mean, what's even better is that Will and I are in such a good place for us. The Oscars, it's so interesting how event can bring you closer together. The only time I reconsidered possibly was I'm gonna like I can't write a book and not talk about this piece. And I was like, you know, so it took me a while to figure that out.
Why not now divorce? Now that the weight is off your shoulders.
Oh. He's really easy to do. And we tried. I'm gonna be honest, those 7 years, you know, we definitely tried to give up on each other and just couldn't. It just wasn't allowed, you know? And we've just resolved. It was like, there's no giving up on each other.
When it comes to Will, do you ever feel like you're the scapegoat for some of...
All the time. But as far as women are concerned, in this patriarchal construct, the woman is always the scapegoat.
It's called worthy.
Just knowing who I am, you know, feeling so comfortable in my skin. I know who I am, and I know who I am in regards to my relationship to divine. I have everything that I need right here. And that anything else that anybody else wants to offer me is a gift. And I'm deeply grateful.
Listen, I you know what I would say? You guys should not judge these two people, especially Jada, because you must understand that these people are entertainers. They're Hollywood personnel. I'll turn up my music here. And I mean, the strategy when you're an Hollywood entertainer is to bring attention to yourself. That's literally the profession. To bring attention to yourself. And I mean, if these people wanted to leave each other, they would have done that a long time ago. So some of the stuff are kind of harsh though when I listen to some of the interviews with Jada, you know, how she talk about Will. And I mean, obviously the two people have had struggles. You remember that award show when Will struck Chris Rock because he made a comment about Jada. I mean, that was terrible for Will, of course, because you know, then he kind of made himself small, I would say. And the world didn't like that. But then Jada did an interview to say that they've been living separate lives since what? 2016, you know, I think. Not gonna spend too much time on this, but again, these celebrities, their strategy is always to bring attention to themselves, whether it's good news or bad news. If you're talking about me, that means I'm relevant. And that means I get attention, and that means money. I know Jada's book came out, and this is all, you know, all the attention now is going her direction in relation to people who want to know more about her life. Human beings are curious creatures, you know. As much as we would never agree, we like the gossips. We like the entertainment. We like the stories. We like the dramas. You tell me that you don't, you are not being honest. And so these people create these lifestyles. Like I said, good news or bad news, as long as you're talking about me, I'm relevant. And relevance means attention, and attention means I can tell you stuff. And so her book just came out the other day. And I'm sure people are going to be flooding to buy that book to learn more gossips. Jada, I never respect you saying that thing about Will. I'm not going to talk about that on here. I don't think that's appropriate. But anyway, the show is called One Step. Let's get to some international news now. And then we wrap up. Hope I'm not forgetting anyone or anything. Let's get into some international news. I'm on YouTube. Just type in One Step _ Joel Bennett. Tell me what you want to hear. What additional stories I can put up here that you think might be relevant, that Jamaicans want to hear about, or that you want to know about when it comes to the rest of the world. Now, there's this interesting story about, let's just pull this one up here. Let's make sure it is showing first of all. Okay, make that large.
They brought her out.
Okay, let's turn on the music here.
And it's hard to see because they're actually kind of huddled over her. She's had a basic stabilization. We know. Oh, here she is again. Just an incredible moment. This happened Monday. She's been in that building days, freezing cold. She could hear rescuers obviously trying to get to her, and now she has been freed. The latest survivor.
And just to look at her there, Briar, obviously they're covering her up, and we want to be careful and sensitive to that. But her eyes open and blinking, so conscious as she's taken to an ask to receive medical attention. But there, as you say, there is a moment of joy and hope for the country, which is seeing so much sadness and devastation and death. And this will be something to seize on this day 5. More than 100 hours in that rubble, and a woman pulled live from that scene. And you've been watching it live with us. Underestimate or under stress the role of Canada's in that. The Burnaby Urban Search and Rescue Team playing critical roles in bringing that woman out. Let's underline that once again.
Yes, and then actually, we'll talk a little bit about that. Sorry, I am having a hard time hearing you because it is a little chaotic here. Here, we're going to just... I think they were all trying to get a photo of themselves after the rescue. So we want to get out of the way. We don't want to be in the photo. Dimitri and I are going to move over here. Excuse me. Sorry. We're just going to come over here and join our Canadians. Thank you.
Where are you from?
I'm from Canada. We're
Canada.
talking to Canadian audience right now. How do you
speak
feel?
English very well, a bit.
A bit, but can I ask you, how does it feel to bring her out?
I am happy. We are happy. We are Hamas Türkiye Taş Grubu and Atak Doğa ve Araba Kurtarma Derneği Giresun.
Right, all the different groups that are here. Congratulations, and I know it's been a hard week. I'm going to go over here to the Canadians who are packing up their equipment because there are other buildings to go to, other sites to search. Do you mind if I ask you guys a question here? While we're packing up, we're live on CBC right now. I mean, you've been here now for a number of hours watching this unfold. What is it like to finally see the moment of her coming out?
Oh, it's incredible. It's such a rare event that you actually have somebody that can survive these conditions, and the team effort here was really something else to really take out the person who was trapped there. So it's something else. And
what do we know exactly? Because I actually could not see because there was such a large crowd of rescuers huddled there. I mean, they grabbed her from underneath, right?
Yes.
Can you kind of take us through that process?
I mean, I wasn't really in there myself, but from what I do know is they did try to set up all that shoring to gain access, make it as safe as possible for them. And then we were assisting them with many of our tools so they can get through a lot of the material there to get access to her.
Absolutely. And where are you guys off to now then?
We're gonna that'll be updated soon. We're gonna we've got a great team over here that's been sending us to where we'd be.
Lots of need in this area for help. Well, thank you very much. Can I get your name?
Hey, my name is Brody.
Brody?
Yeah.
Okay, well, Brody, thank you very much and good work here.
Hey, thank you very much. Meet you. Photography. Yeah. Great job. Great job.
There you go. So there's one thing when you see death and mayhem, it's another thing when you see victory. And this woman I believe she was trapped in that rubble for 4 days. Let's see if I can find the story here. Yeah, CBC News crew was in Adiyaman, might pronouncing that wrong, Turkey, the moment a woman was rescued after being trapped in an earthquake rubble for 4 full days. Yeah, 4 full days. A rescue crew from Burnaby, BC was part of the effort to save her. Shout out to that crew. Good job there, guys. All right, let's get into some other stuff here. The show is called One Step. My name is Joel Bennett. We are streaming live. Let's switch this over. How are you all doing out there today? Happy. It's Tuesday, right? Tuesday. Good morning to everyone. Another day above ground is enough to be thankful. Let's see what we have here. You can find me on YouTube. Just type in _Joel Bennett. Please like and subscribe to give your support so I continue to build on this platform. Bring you news across the world. Share some awesome interviews with people who are trying to take their life to another level. Bring some inspiration. Shout out to Black Business Edmonton, IBK. What an awesome show that was. If you want to see some of these interviews, log into my YouTube channel. You'll see some great shows there. This is another side of the show, which is live streaming. Again, making my connections with my Jamaican people. sharing some current affairs, what's going on back home. Share positive stuff. Life is not all positive, but at the same time, you know, we have to push through nevertheless. All right, so let's get into some save the best for last. I shouldn't say best. Save the war that's happening between Israel and Gaza for last. Just want to make sure I'm set up the way I'm supposed to set up before I shoot this video. If you're on YouTube, I ask that you hit the like, hit the share, hit the subscribe button. It's literally all I'll have. Ask of the support. Okay, let's see what's going on. Let's turn this volume down first of all, so we can hear what's going on.
Seeing and witnessing the most heavy and sustained airstrikes and artillery strikes on Gaza, on this northern end of Gaza over the past 2 weeks. Just in the last 10 minutes, there have been about 10 huge missile strikes going into the northern part of Gaza, some of them quite landing, another in the street here, and they're probably landing about 3 or 4 miles away from us, judging the time lapse between huge bangs that we're hearing here. So if we're feeling it here 3 or 4 miles away, you can only begin to imagine the scale of the detonations there. And there were reports a few hours ago from Jabalia refugee camp, which is about 6 miles from where we're standing here, that there were casualties as a result of these strikes that the IDF say are targeting Hamas leaders, and they're describing this step up in bombardment as a way to make it safer for when troops go in for an expected incursion, Anderson.
There you go. The war still continues. I mean, I'm not going to get into any details as to how this started, because Israel and Palestine has been at war for years. A very number of years, centuries ago. It's a religious war, it's a cultural war. All I want to hear is, when will it end? When will negotiations actually start to work to bring back peace to these two countries? Because lots of innocent people are being killed. The show is called One Step. Let's talk about the journey. Bring the show to an end today. I appreciate all the viewers, the likes, the shares, the subscribe. Give me some constructive criticisms. How can I improve? How can I make this show more interesting? What else can I add to the news reports? What is it that you want to hear? If you're in Jamaica, what news you think I should be talking about? Feel free to comment. We've just started. My name is Joel Bennett. Slowly building, slowly making connections. Connecting with you guys. Want to connect with you guys. I want to connect with you guys. So give your feedback, give your comments. I'll bring this to an end for today. Have an awesome Tuesday. Keep safe. You know, help someone as you go along. You all take care. And bye. Take care.